So this video is my record of what I did for the issues listed here. There are 4 issues. And the main one this video is about the first issue of getting my New Zealand phone number to connect with Twilio when I dial it on a New Zealand phone. It wasn't working. So I go into Twilio and right now, so let's just go back to the start. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so then it started up like this. And at that point, this Australian region button wasn't available, and I clicked on view all numbers. Brought me into here, and at that time this was showing a note not configured. Okay, so then I had to figure out how to configure it. So somehow or other, I ended up on this page and building in non-US regions, incoming call routing for phone numbers. And so I just checked this out, noticed this red box, and went back over to here. Before that, I came down here and followed these instructions. Okay, so somehow I had to get into that window. So I think what I did was this. Scroll down, yeah, and then I came to this window here, right? And at that point, I think the US was reading active. I selected Australia, clicked the rerouting button, and then let me just refresh this page. Oh, okay, so if I come back to here, Twilio interface is like, there we go. Okay, so when this window opened up, this wasn't here, the Australian button. So I would have gone into here. Right, and then I probably, that wasn't there then, clicked onto here. Came down to this box here, which looks like this one here. And you see here that the US is set to active as the backup call and routing to Australia region is go to Australia A1 configuration. Okay, so that box looks similar to this, but it looks similar enough for me to try it out, routing a regional. So then I clicked on Australia, clicked reroute, and that had the effect of turning America off. That was active before. I wonder. No, okay, I won't mess with it. Clicked reroute, and then suddenly the Australian option region appeared on the side. Then we close that, go to the Australian number, Okay, then click on phone numbers, manage, active numbers. And now this configuration notice shows up here, and then routing information for the San Francisco number shows up here. So the San Francisco number is routed through this United States button here, and the New Zealand number is routed through this Australian button here. So the Australian one's the active one. If I go and make the US the active one, then it reverses. The messaging information is put here, and the routing the routing to Australia note is here. So that's how I stumbled on to fixing that. So now when I make the call from a mobile phone,
thanks for the call. Configure your number's voice URL to change this message. Let us know if we can help you in any way during your development.
so that ends the call, and it's connected. So now I've got to come back in. Come back in and go to this URL and modify the answer phone, the answer message at that number. But that's for another day. So right now, the number connects. Hallelujah. And then all these issues are resolved. So I was able to cancel the request for the setup session for Prospect Rocket. Amazing that I actually figured this out and was free enough to do it. Okay, that ends this video.